According to the Arab Weekly and Middle East Monitor, Egypt has quietly moved advanced Chinese HQ-9B long-range surface-to-air systems into strategic positions in the Sinai Peninsula, a step that immediately reshapes local air defense dynamics and has heightened concern in neighboring Israel. The HQ-9B is among China's most capable systems of its class, designed to detect and engage multiple aerial threats at long range. Reported characteristics include engagement envelopes measured in the low hundreds of kilometers, multi-target tracking, robust anti-jamming radar performance, and the flexibility to operate from mobile trucks or fixed emplacements to protect airports and military bases. Positioned in Sinai, those capabilities create a broad, layered bubble of coverage over critical approaches, complicating the planning environment for any actor considering strikes or incursions in the area. Cairo's timing appears driven by a mix of deterrence, precaution, and procurement realities. As violence in Gaza and cross-border strikes have intensified, Egyptian authorities view potential mass displacement into Sinai and any spillover as red lines. Placing long-range systems in the peninsula sends a clear message. Egypt is raising the cost of any miscalculation in its airspace, while signaling a preference for calibrated deterrence rather than inflammatory public rhetoric. Egypt's defense leadership frames the posture as genuine readiness to protect sovereign borders and to respond to unfolding scenarios, not as an invitation to escalate. Operationally, the addition of a long-range system changes how Egyptian commanders can design layered defenses. The HQ-9B's reach and advanced radar allow commanders to detect threats earlier, allocate interceptor resources more efficiently, and integrate local air defense zones into national command and control more effectively. Mobility offers concealment, dispersal, and rapid repositioning, complicating an adversary's targeting picture. At the same time, integrating a new long-range system requires logistics, training, and sensor linking to maximize effectiveness. So this deployment is as much about capability maturation and operational integration as it is about immediate force multiplication. Politically and strategically, the choice to field a Chinese system underscores Cairo's effort to diversify defense suppliers and deepen security ties with Beijing. Diversification expands Egypt's procurement options beyond traditional Western sources and opens avenues for joint exercises, industrial cooperation, and technology transfer. That approach increases Egypt's strategic autonomy on sensitive matters such as Sinai security and airspace control, while signaling to regional and global partners that Cairo will shape procurement around operational needs and geopolitical hedging. The deployment recalibrates regional calculations without necessarily pushing the region toward direct confrontation. Planners in neighboring capitals must now factor an expanded Egyptian detection and engagement envelope into mission planning, flight routes, and escalation ladders. This does not imply that Egypt seeks to target specific states. Rather, a credible long-range umbrella raises the threshold for unintended escalation and forces outside actors to consider new constraints when operating near Egyptian-controlled airspace. There are risks to monitor. Advanced air defense deployments can create friction during intense crises, particularly if radar tracks or defensive firings are misread as offensive moves. Misinterpretation, inadequate deconfliction, and accidental engagements become more likely in high-tempo scenarios unless clear channels and rules of engagement are maintained. The visible presence of such systems may also prompt probing or testing by neighboring powers, potentially driving a local tactical competition even where no actor seeks wider war. Taken together, this deployment looks like a measured effort by Egypt to harden a sensitive border region, protect sovereign space, and preserve options for crisis management. It raises Cairo's defensive threshold, signals diversification of strategic partnerships, and forces regional actors to reassess operational planning over Sinai and adjacent approaches. Read as calculated preparedness rather than immediate provocation. The move nevertheless reshapes tactical and political choices across the neighborhood and will be a key factor in future regional contingency planning.